Hi, I'm Tiffany, and we're here at Rodeo Austin 2015, and I'm here with our rodeo announcers, Mr. Hadley Barrett of Kersey, Colorado, and Mr. Wayne Brooks of Lampasas, Texas. And guys, we are so proud to have you back here announcing at Rodeo Austin, as you have been for several years now. We're happy to have you. And tell us a little bit about, you guys are both four-time PRCA Announcers of the Year. Hadley, you are obviously a legend in the rodeo industry, and Wayne, you are, announcing many of the large rodeos across the country. Tell us, with all of that experience, what your guys' working relationship is as you're announcing here together at Rodeo Austin.
I don't know if there was anything we could do to get him to work a different week than I do here. No, I'm only joking. I love working with Wayne. He's a real pro. And, the two-announcer thing is not as simple as it may seem to those who have not done it. And it's like any broadcast team. You have to pay attention to what each other's doing and try to get everything covered, but not duplicate everything. He's a great partner.
I'll tell you what, it's just like going to school for 2 weeks, because if you can't learn from this guy, something's wrong. He is certainly the patriarch of the announcing business, and I so look forward to Rodeo Austin for that main reason. I mean, it's a great rodeo and everything that surrounds it as well. But I get to work with my hero, so that's very cool.
Yes.
Well, and I don't know. This probably could not be played on the channels that you are doing all of this, but there are, if you were to tape all of the off microphone things that are going on up there, it would make Saturday Night Live.
It would be a show.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, it would.
So, speaking of which, working with your hero, Hadley has been inducted to both the PRCA Hall of Fame and the National Rodeo Hall of Fame, and you've recently been selected to be inducted into Rodeo Austin's Hall of Fame this upcoming April. So, tell us how that makes you feel.
You know what? That is just absolutely shocking. But it's very humbling, I have to tell you that, because the Hall of Fame program has not been in effect here in Austin all that long, and there has to be a long list of people that ought to be out in front of me before this happened. But, and I kind of expressed that when I got the call that it was happening, and I mumbled for about an hour around the house in that effect, and finally my wife said, "Are you going to accept this?" And I said, "Well, yes." She said, "Then why don't you enjoy it?" So I am, but it's a great privilege.
And how did you guys, did you always know you wanted to be a rodeo announcer, or how did that come to be for both of you?
Well, for me, it was kind of an accident. I was a bareback rider and bull rider, but I had a band, so I had been on a microphone, and I filled in for another announcer on a couple of occasions, and it just kind of started from there. People started asking me to do it, and I didn't have to win to get paid, so it seemed like a real good idea.
My story's just about the same way. I rode bareback horses and was terrible at it. I still wanted to hang out at the rodeo somehow, some way, and found this spot that actually paid. I didn't have any idea they paid somebody to do this, but when I found out they did, I threw that bareback rigging over my shoulder. It's been a great job.
So we've seen a lot of changes here at Rodeo Austin this year with the format and whatnot. What are your guys' thoughts? You've had a bird's eye view and watched it all as it's unfolded. What are your guys' thoughts?
Well, I like the format for many reasons, and one being that it is much simpler to describe to the audience because we have a winner at the end of every performance, regardless of whether you're in the qualifying or the playoff. And normally rodeo is kind of like a golf tournament that runs 4 or 5 days in a row, and the scores just build and collect, and it takes a bookkeeper to explain it. So I think that's one of the things about it, don't you, Wayne?
Absolutely, and I think maybe my number one focus on the new format is creating the very best product that we can for our ticket buying customer. And what that does is this qualification process through the playoffs to the finals creates the very best performances you can provide, because those cowboys, whether it's a world champion or the new kid on the block, they are the best this week. They are the best today. So we end up with the cream of the crop, the best of the best in front of our fans. That's really important to me.
So now today we had our youth auction downtown Austin at the Bob Bullock Museum. Did you guys hear how that went?
We have not heard the results. We simply heard that the tempo was really good, and that I think it's paralleling last year, if not exceeding it. And probably a little later on tonight we'll have the facts on that.
We are as well attended, and I know they made a pile of money, and it's wonderful because this is one of our main ways to fund our scholarship program, and that's our mission. I mean, that's what we're here doing. $2.5 million last year went out in scholarships and monies to buy animals, and lots of other different programs where that benefit from everything that happens here at Rodeo Austin. So it's not about a rich guy putting it in his pocket. It's about spreading it around to the kids all over the state of Texas, and that's wonderful.
Well, absolutely. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Hadley Barrett and Mr. Wayne Brooks, we thank you very much for taking a few minutes to visit with us. We're looking forward to finishing up the playoff rounds tonight with our final playoff round number 4 and heading into the final performance tomorrow.
Boy, it's looking very powerful. There'll be a lot of money up even yet tomorrow in the finals. And as Wayne said, we got the best of the best. It seeks its own level in this kind of a format. Like it.
Absolutely. Anytime you throw out $500,000, they're going to all be here.
Yep. Sounds good. Thank you so much, and we'll see you later on tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.